get really excited when anyone writes in and wants me to film on a specific project. This one is about a hibiscus flower. I have a viewer that's going to be putting a hibiscus flower on a Hawaiian themed cake for her daughter. So we're going to do it on a cupcake today. You could also do this directly on, say, a wax paper and let that set up, or directly on the cake, in both in buttercream, also in royal icing, and then apply that to the cake. So let's just go ahead and do this right on the cupcake. I have red, green, and yellow here. You can also do the flower in yellow. I see those a lot. The leaf we will do first. I'm going to start with the tip 61. And this one is a bit like the 104 in that it has a wide end and a thin end, but it has this little bit of a curve to it. And I'm going to start with the curve facing up, and I'm just going to put 2 leaves on it. I'll start right here in the center point, and I'm basically just kind of doing a little loop or a ruffle, and I'm going to bring it right back to center, and then I'm going to do one exactly opposite that. And again, bring that right back to center. So it's just a kind of a simple ruffle pattern. And then we're going to go straight into the red. And here I'm using a tip 104. Again, that's with a wide end and a thin end. This is mostly known as a rose tip, but here we're going to use it in a hibiscus. I'm going to put the fat end down. First, I'm going to make a little bit of a support for my 5 petals. So facing down with the fat end out, I'm making a big, just kind of a teardrop shape like that. And another one here. Another one here, and this is really just to keep the leaves from looking flat. The hibiscus flower is nice and perky, so we want it looking nice. All right, so we got our 5 supports there, and now we know exactly where we're going to pipe. So now I'm going to start with my thin end out, get that nice and clean, and again, it's just kind of a ruffle pattern. So using my supports, I'm just kind of starting at the center, ruffle, 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 ruffle. And I'm going to try to overlap this last leaf, the last petal a little bit, because they kind of shingle over each other like that a little bit. All right, doing our 4th and last. And you can see how much having that support underneath it helps it stay kind of perky. Okay, for the middle part here, it's a little bit more difficult to replicate because in real life, it's like one thick stamen with a bunch of little pieces coming off of it. So we're just gonna kind of make that effect a little bit. Here I have a number 2 tip with the yellow, and I'm just going to pipe little pieces with little tips kind of coming up, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 of them. And this is just going to kind of replicate, and I'm going to let this set up just a few minutes. Here I have one that I already did, and I'm just going to see if I can put like a little dot on the very ends of all of these that I piped, and that just kind of gives the effect of the stamen that the actual hibiscus has on it. So that's the hibiscus flower. I think it's pretty simple to do. You just need 3 tips, 3 different colors, and a little bit of a ruffle action and the small tip, and it has a really great effect. You can do it right on the cupcake. I think you can do it right on a cake or with royal icing and let that dry and then apply it later. But I think it's a really fun flower, and I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching.